Hey, my Willow Vibes Tribe members. I'm Jessica from Willow Vibes Intuitive Vibes, and this is part 2 of the fiery climax because I was trying to tell my dream, and then I'm like, oh, I can't remember. So, anyways, watch part 1 because if you don't, you're not going to understand this one, which is why it's a part 2, you know? I hate it when that happens. Spirit does it sometimes. Sometimes it's the stalker people. Who knows? I don't really care anymore why it happens. I just know that it happens for a reason. So, and I was like, should I finish this stream? Devil's Paint is in this one too, just so you know. So, anyways, I guess we're getting into the snaky bullshit. It is what it is. I am so freaking cold right now. So cold. So, anyways, warm up, jeez. Someone wants to warm up a situation, they just do, because they're feeling left out in the cold, or maybe you're feeling left out in the cold. But with the dream, I left off with the Asian dude shooting at me with the AKs. He had 2 in his hands, so, you know, like in the movies, like whatever. But it could be the whole fucky thing. I use bad language. If you don't like it, there's a door. See you later. Bye. It is what it is. I'm just not PC. I'm just not. I try to be sometimes, but whatever. It might piss people off, you know. Anyways, I had to put my hair up for this one because it's like, you know, we're getting shit done now, because that's when a woman means business, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this shit can't get in the way. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so this person's shooting at me. I'm going round and round in the car, going in circles, just like the weasel was chasing me and stuff. And no one could catch me probably because of the messages, at least in the dream. So someone, like, there's a situation where you're just kind of spinning around, like, you love your story, thank you. It's a comment that came in for probably a different one. Yeah, when I was reading the outline story, whatever, I don't even have a title for it, but regardless of that, so I said I don't really remember, but I do remember the rest of the fucking dream. And the person missed me, kept missing me. And I ended up, I don't know whose gun it was, because the other dude that was in the vehicle that had a gun too didn't shoot at me. Like, he had weapons and stuff. He had the same fucking type of guns, but he didn't shoot me. He didn't even try to. He was just there. And there was a gun on the ground. It was an AK. And I'm like, whoop. So I grabbed it and I started running towards my door. And as I'm running, it's just like in a movie. I turned around and I'm like, you know, whatever, at the fucking dude that was shooting at me. And the dude could be a chick in a masculine energy, just saying. But I'm like shooting at him like, you know, you want to say this shit to me? I'm going to fucking say it to you. Like, I just kind of, it was like a back and forth. It was like, oh, eat this bitch, you know? Kind of thing. Well, I did that just enough to get into the house, and then I don't know, the gun disappeared. I didn't have it in the house all of a sudden, but the house was lit up still. So I just came out of the rainy, dark, and dreary, out of the shadows. You know, that's what's going on behind the scenes, basically. So there's people that are just horrible, rotten people. I don't know, it's just pure evil. And I go in and it's like all lit up again, so there's clarity and the lights are all on in the damn house, waiting for someone to come home, you know what I mean? But anyways, I go in there and I was like, yeah, I need a fucking cigarette again. This shit's bullshit. Like, it was very stressful, so I smoked a few times in this dream, just saying. And I didn't smoke this time. I went to go downstairs, and before I went downstairs, my kid's father was in there, which he could represent somebody else. He could just represent an ex, somebody's, like your kid's father, something like that, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'll just say an ex. My ex was there because I feel like that's more of what the information's about. It's just an ex. And he was in his bedroom in this house that we live in, and he walked out, and his bedroom light was on too, which means he was in the know or whatever. Or this person, this ex, like, I don't know, there's illumination in there. He walks out in like a Hawaiian fucking shirt and pants and stuff. And I'm just like, the fuck are you wearing? That's what I said. I'm like, what the fuck are you wearing? I'm like, that looks ridiculous. He looked like he was planning a vacation to Hawaii or something. And like a getaway or something. Maybe there's someone that wants to get away from a situation, or it's like after all this is done, I'm peacing out of the bitch, you know what I mean? But I was looking at him going, you look ridiculous. That's what I said. And he's like, it'll look better when I put my leather jacket on. And I'm just like, you have no sense of fucking style. Okay. I was just like, whatever. And I started walking to the basement. So I'm walking down the stairs, and I'm halfway down the stairs, and then I hear, this part's funny, it made me laugh, makes me laugh every time. I heard him say, your pubic hair is coarse. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And I was like, is he talking to me? Like, who's he talking to, you know? And I'm like, what? And I said that in a dream because I turned towards the door. I'm like, what? And he's like, it's coarse. And then he goes, pff, like he spit it out of his mouth. And I'm like, well, you must not be talking to me because you haven't been there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, well, who the fuck's he talking about? Is he saying that shit about me? Like, you know, because it didn't happen like in real life, no. And in the dream, I was like, well, how the hell do you have mine in your mouth if you haven't been there? You know what I mean? That's what I said. I was like, what the shit are you talking about? It didn't make any sense, and I actually laughed in the dream when he said it. And because even though the door was shut, I could see him like going, pff, pff. So maybe somebody's cheating on someone, or even if you're not with someone, they're doing their own thing or whatever. It's like, I can do what I want, but you can't do what you want, you know, shit like that. Could be something like that depending on your situation. But what the fuck did he say after that? I got pissed off because I was like, you're spreading fucking lies. That's why I got pissed. I'm like, you're spreading lies. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So I started coming back up the stairs, and the door was cracked, but it was almost like in a basement with the concrete blocks and stuff. It was almost like someone was trying to block off the door with the concrete bricks and shit. But I could see the light cracking through, and I'm pushing, and he's pushing, and I'm pushing. So we're like, there's resistance. So he's pushing against me, and I'm pushing against him. Like, I'm getting through this door, you motherfucker. I was so mad, and I did, which is weird because in real life, I don't think I could overpower him. Do you know what I mean? So I push the door open, and I get back in the kitchen, and I'm like, what the shit? You know, what is going on here? And all of a sudden he's wearing a different shirt, but it's a button-down shirt, like a fancy pants one, and it's like grayish blues, and it's got like lines and crap. I don't fucking know. But I'm looking at him, I'm like, you look ridiculous. You look ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I did not like what he was wearing at all. I was like, you look ridiculous. So maybe somebody looks ridiculous because of their actions. Like, just shut your fucking face. You look ridiculous with all this bullshit, And he was chewing me out. He didn't touch me, but he was like being all mouthy and whatever. And I was like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. And I don't fucking like it. And then I went up to him, and I ripped his shirt open. I popped the buttons right off from it. One on the collar stayed, but it was like kind of busted open. I'm like, I'm busting his shit wide open. That's what I did. And then I ran because I was like, fuck, he's gonna smack me now that I busted his shit wide open. And he did chase me, but he didn't get very far. I was like, where do I go? What do I do? What do I do? So I ran to the front door instead of the kitchen door, which is where I came in originally. I ran to the front door, and I opened it up. And that big dude that was in my bedroom before with the first thief, I was just kind of standing there, not saying nothing, looking around, whatever. He was an undercover cop. And there was a guy handcuffed. He had some dude that was going to come into my house handcuffed right at the front door. And I was like, oh, I didn't have to call for help because help was already here. Like, the cop was in the situation the whole time. And I'm like, good. So that's what, I don't know. I don't know what happened to anybody else. Nobody got away, but I can't chew the ice. It's too cold. It's my own drink, so who cares, right? Anyways, yeah, so people got arrested, and I keep saying that people are getting arrested in a situation, so if you're doing bad shit, I wouldn't, because shit's gonna hit the fan for you. Adjustments are required, yes there is. A win-win outcome is forecast. Just saying. Don't be stupid. Alright, so devil's paint. Light has been shed. So if you have questions, I don't know why you have questions anymore about whatever situation, because it's out, especially if it's your situation. Okay, this one's even shorter than the outline. Devil's paint. I don't remember what I wrote, so if it sounds stupid, forgive me, because I wrote this a long time ago, and I don't think I finished it either. Because I was going to do it for a short story contest, and then the contest closed because I was kind of late to the game. Do you know what I mean? That could be happening in a love situation. A door could be closing on, like, in a situation like you want to be with someone, or they want to be with you, or maybe you want to be with each other, but it's like, you know, you took too fucking long. Somebody else is coming in now, and I'm closing the door on this, and I'm moving forward with whoever. Because I did say in other readings, actually, especially in the love situation that I keep picking up on, there's a twin flame and there's a soulmate, and you'll be happy with either one. So it's like, if your twin doesn't want to come in, they don't have to. You'll be good either way. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like somebody might be doing that to someone. Like, you know, you had your opportunity and you fucked it up. Maybe they won't fuck it up now. It's all free will. Anyways, so devil's paint. Let's see how this... Why the hell am I staring at that name? Anyways, I wrote this a long time ago, like years ago. Paint smeared across blank canvas in front of a breathtaking view. Loretta sat at. Open fields, cows grazing, birds swooping through clear skies. Swooping. Just saying. A supreme place to paint today. Don't judge me on this. Like I said, I wrote it a while ago. I've come a long way. Excuse me. Carefully swirling mixed blues across the canvas skyline, well, it is sky. Nature stood still, allowing her to capture its beauty. Painting was her favorite pastime. No money was ever to be made from it. However, that never mattered. Which, you know, I did put monetization on my older videos, but I did like 30 plus fucking videos and forgot to fucking do the monetization. I was like, yeah, broke bitch over here doing shit for free. But I didn't really care because those messages are important, and they needed to get out regardless, which, you know, it is what it is. I just heard it'll pay off in the end, so I'm not worried about that, but that did tick me off. I'm just saying. I was like, what is wrong with me? I just wasn't thinking. But I feel like it was done for a reason, because it was like, you know, ad-free, you need to know kind of thing. While out in nature, brush in hand, she felt free. She felt free doing what she needed to do with her talents, with his or hers, whatever, with your gifts, your abilities, whatever that is. Free from the loneliness her world brought. Friends aplenty, although alone she sat, caught in the cool spring air. Usually caught up in art, she stayed focused on the task at hand, not today. Memories of a life once lived, could be past lives or just the past, flooded her mind. A wonderful life taken for granted. Someone could have been taking you for granted, or you them, whichever. Losing her only love, Aldo. I come up with fucked up names, just so you know. Along with her son, Mason, in a mysterious fire. I was talking about houses burning down, just saying. But that's a metaphor, too. So, it was a night like any other. The stovetop bubbling over with dinner, savory aromas of beef stew filling the air, That would be good, actually. I want to make the stout stew. It has Guinness in it. It's fucking good. I don't know. Anyways. While they played games in the other room, delight echoed throughout the house. Loretta had an unfinished painting of her husband and son that needed finishing. That dreadful night, her brush smoothed over all remaining details. Dinner whistled in the kitchen, making it known it was ready to eat. She carried the finished painting outside before tending to the stove. The air cool, a mild breeze swept across her cheeks. A smile of satisfaction overcame her. Interrupting the calm, screams bellowed from inside. Why am I getting teary-eyed? This is just a story. Moments of serenity vanished. The peace is gone. Fuck the peace. Just heard fuck the police, too, so that's not cool. A glow grew brighter coming from the kitchen, busting through the revolving door, kicking back at her. She practically ran into dancing flames. I had a dream about that. Aldo fought hard against the blaze, sweat soaking his brow. Shouting, so much shouting, it all coming together in a blur. At last it registered. She needed to find Mason and run away from the blistering heat. Mason was missing. Frantically searching every room for her son, all corners, nothing. He had vanished. Dashing back to the kitchen was a lost cause. Flames spread into parts of the living room, the house nearly fully involved by now. Aldo had given way to the clouds of smoke. He was gone. Frantic, she rounded the house in hopes of finding Mason safe outside. To her horror, all she found was the painting lying in charred grass. Green speckled along the canvas bottom, resembling swaying grass, the background at last complete. This is the painting she's doing now, because that was a memory. The clear sky turning dark, gathering unwanted rain clouds. Droplets began falling leisurely from the sky. Any details would have to wait until tomorrow. Quickly gathering her supplies, she jogged home. Lofty trees sheltered the path along the way, shading her from the sunshine. I added that in there just now. I don't know. Anyways, inside she stood in front of past art lining the walls. Poor lighting throughout the hallway provided no such help of her viewing. The paintings held a bit of magic to them. Captured life, moments gone by. Even though created by her, they held wonderment, always, just like my writing. Always something new to look at. Objects appeared randomly that she had no recollection of painting. Then again, memories fade. The mind creates new memories to fill any voids. Stopping in front of a winter snow, her first creation, which is like your love that's frozen in time, you know? I don't know, because hopefully it's not bad, but this was making me think of, like, you think something's not moving forward, but it is. Anyways, brushing fingers across rigid paint, a chill overtook her body. I just started this reading freezing my ass off, too. Coinkydink? I don't think so. I don't believe in them. Sensations of that day came flooding back. Her cheeks chapped in a frigid wind. Her hand froze. Instantly... Oh, no. No. Insanity must be sinking its claws into her. What she captured, real once, but not now. Just a distant memory. It's making me sad. Jeez. Breaking her hand free from the painting, all winter's elements vanished. This was not the first time the unexplainable had happened with her work. It seemed the older the painting, the more intense of a reaction spilled out. Out of an entire wall of pictures, winter snow pulled at her. In the silence of her home, she could hear it whispering to her. Spirit. There's not much left. I gotta finish this one too. Yet another sleepless night. She greeted the day. Someone's dealing with insomnia. Sun shining bright. Another glorious hour, especially for a Sunday stroll. I kept talking about Sundays too, which is weird. Living in a small town, everyone knew her life story. People welcomed her with smiles, though she knew it was just out of pity. That's where I left it. It's like, I pity you because of what's going on, because of your loss. Maybe somebody feels like they're like you're pitying them, or vice versa. Like, yeah, I've gone through a lot, but I don't want your fucking pity. Somebody could be thinking like that. But it's almost like you weren't there. You didn't care when I warned y'all about this shit. Like, something like that. But even if it's not the warnings, it's like you didn't care. You weren't there when the bad thing happened. But now you want to hug me. Now you want to help me. Now. It's like, it's almost like you didn't believe. But now you do, because you see. Like, you literally see. Faith is believing in the things that you can't see because you trust. You have faith. So someone didn't have faith in you. They didn't have faith in what you were saying or doing or whatever. And then once there's concrete evidence, the realist energy, then they're going to believe. And you're going to be like, I don't want your fucking pity. You should have been here. That's kind of what I feel with this. So, I mean, maybe that's why I wanted to read it. But with this story, even though I didn't remember what I wrote exactly, the basis of it was basically this woman who had gone through, shitty things in her life. Male, female, doesn't matter, especially if we're talking about legit people and situations. But she was struggling with the past, with a traumatic event that had happened to her and her family. And she was using her creativity as an outlet, so painting as an outlet. It could be any creative endeavor that's your outlet, ultimately. Doesn't matter what it is, your God-given gifts, your talents. And I don't know, her work would speak to her in a way that not many would understand, but she would. Like, it's almost like when spirit talks to you, it's like, I see the signs, the synchronicities, everything. I understand, but nobody else understands, or very few people understand, especially in your own life. Even though there's like your tribe or whatever, people who are vibing in the same energy, it's like they understand, but maybe the people that you want to understand don't understand. And if they do, they're just not saying anything, because I do feel that in here too. It's like, I'm just zipping the lip because I don't want people to think I'm crazy, kind of thing. Well, with that story, she gets sucked into everything to the point where she doesn't make a deal with the devil. She runs into the devil, is what it is. Like, the devil's just fucking there, basically. Because I believe in my outline, it was, she's an artist and whatever, she's doing her thing. She goes down to the shop and she sees a painting in a window. And she's like captivated by it, like, wow, this is a beautiful piece of art. I wonder who painted that, or, where they got their art supplies, blah, blah, blah. Because this place it was kind of like an art gallery, but you could buy paint supplies and art supplies and shit in there too. So it was like a half and half thing, I guess. And it was she didn't remember that place ever being there, because she would go to town all the time, and there's like a new shop, but the shop had always been there, but it was brand new to her. And she walks in the door, and she's like, she can't afford the painting or something like that. Like, this is too much for me. I don't have enough money for that. But it's like, I don't know. It was calling to her. So she ends up buying art supplies there. She buys a brand new paintbrush and a set of paints. And then she ends up walking down to this field. How am I remembering this? Because it's like playing in my mind all of a sudden, like a movie. Because I totally forgot what that was about. But anyways, yeah, because there was lupins, purple lupins. They weren't lavender, it was lupins. It's lupins. Anyways, they were purple too. They were purple and they were pink and they were blue. I don't think there's blue lupins, but that's what the flowers were. It's making me think of the Lupin Lady. Like, I don't know, that book, that story. But anyways, she buys this stuff. She got her new paintbrush, she got her canvas, she's got her paints, because she already had the canvas. And she starts walking downtown, and she cresses this hill. It's like a path, a trail down to this open field, and it's full of lupins. It's like beautiful. Like, she's captivated by the beauty of these flowers, of the scenery, she feels at peace looking at whatever this is. the scenery. And she starts painting. But as she's painting, things change. It's like I'm painting what I see, but everything I see is changing, is what it is. Which is kind of like with psychic abilities and tarot and mediumship and stuff. Like when you're predicting the future, things do change because we can change course. We can make decisions. We have free will. You know what I mean? So a tarot reader could say, this is the path you're on right now when you get this reading or when you watch this reading. And if you don't like it, what decision are you going to make? Are you going to make the right one, the wrong one? Are you going to continue down this path and have this good shit happen, this bad shit happen, whatever it is? Or are you going to veer in another direction? Because it's all about choices, which is kind of bringing me to multi-dimensional theories and multi-universe and stuff, because time is man-made. I keep saying that. It really is. It's a man-made construct. And because if you think of it that way, time is fluid. Tarot readers always say that. Time is fluid. Because something that's happening for me right now could be happening for you later. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't mean the story's wrong. It just means it's not your story today. Sometimes it just depends on if it resonates or not. Or when it resonates. Because you might go, this will resonate with me, and a year later you watch it and go, holy shit. You know what I mean? And I've had that happen to me before. So don't get hung up on dates and times and stuff like that. But that's kind of how tarot and predictive energy works, because we can change our fate. That's one of my abilities, is to change the fate of others, including my own fate, you know. So if something is fated to happen that's negative, we can make different choices, or we can deliver information so other people make different choices, so that those bad things don't happen, so that you make the right choices, because that bad shit's still happening in a different universe, in a different dimension, because everything is running consecutively. The past, present, and future are all happening at once. And I keep saying the past is going to collide with the future, because shit from the past that's already happened is reoccurring for certain people, the karmic cycles, and the future is going to run in together. We're going to meet in the middle because of the decisions, because of prayer, because of manifestation, which is beautiful. I hope that makes sense to people, because a lot of times when I talk about conspiracy theories and things like that, multi-dimensions and stuff, people don't understand. It's like, yeah, okay, we've heard these theories, we understand this and whatever. It's like pages in a book. It really is. And it's like, but people go, that's too fucking far-fetched. If you're watching tarot, it ain't too far-fetched, I'm just gonna say. But anyway, so if you believe in esoterical things and the dead, you know, spirit, the other side, whatever, why is, you know, why is all this other stuff so far-fetched, you know? It just depends on your mindset and whatever. But that's kind of why I say those things, because they do come, it all comes together. It just does. Somebody might be figuring that out, because I feel like there's someone who has a very analytical mind, like it's this or that, period. There's no, they didn't have the come to Jesus moment, but maybe they are now. Because it's like, if it's this or that, and I believe in this stuff, like I believe in conspiracy theories, depending on what they are, different ones, even aliens, why is this so hard for me to believe? Do you know what I mean? It's because there's someone in this situation that's like, I need to see it to believe it. But they've already seen it. They just don't want to believe it. Because sometimes things that we see and we feel, they're scary. And it's like, I don't want that nightmare to come in here, so I'm going to use the law of attraction. I'm going to be as positive as possible, pretend that ain't fucking there. I'm going to turn a blind eye to the problem. That's going to get your ass killed or hurt or whatever, you know? Don't turn a blind eye. Avoid the problem. Share the information. Speak your truth. Take action. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what prevents this shit. Our intuition, our heart, our gut feeling. Like with the whole Ted Bundy bullshit, you know, and any serial killer. Like, a lot of those, especially there was one that got away. I can't remember. It was in the 70s or something. I don't fucking remember when it was, because I don't remember the dates of that crap. But regardless, there's people like him around all the time. And there was one that did get away. He picked her up. And she had a bad feeling before she even got in the car. Like, I don't think I should trust you. But she was like, he looked so nice. He was so nice to me. He was all clean, cut, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because they're chameleons. They want to fly under the radar. It doesn't matter what somebody looks like. It doesn't matter how they treat you. They could say whatever the fuck they want to you. How do you feel? You know, are you like, questioning things? If you are, just listen to yourself and keep on walking. Do you know what I mean? Don't get in the car with a motherfucker. That kind of thing. Like, listen to yourself. Really listen to yourself in love situations, family situations, with strangers, especially with strangers, with new people that come into your life. If you're just, I don't know, if you get that sinking feeling, trust it. Trust it. Even if you feel like even if you feel like you're wrong. Like, what if I'm wrong? I don't want to judge this person. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Well, what if their intentions are to hurt you or to kill you? They don't give a fuck. Why should you risk that? Do you know what I mean? I just wanted to wink. Why would you risk that? Why would you take that chance of yourself or somebody else getting hurt or worse? Because you're questioning things. If your gut knows, it knows. Period. No matter what we're talking about. I tell my kids this shit all the time. And I didn't always listen to myself either, which is why I'm preaching it now, because I learned the fucking hard way. I'm just saying. With a lot of different things. I mean, yeah, I didn't get murdered or nothing, not yet or anything, but that's always a possibility with these fucking retards that we run into. Sorry, I shouldn't say the R word, but be smarter than those intelligent motherfuckers. Male, female doesn't matter, because there are women who are nuts too, just saying. Psychos are everywhere. But yeah, in the devil's paint, as she's painting something, it keeps changing. And it doesn't change initially while she's painting it. She paints the picture, whatever, and she walks home. And then once she's home, she's like, this is beautiful. She hangs it up on her wall with all the other paintings that she has. The writings on the wall, I keep saying that. Pay attention to the signs. So she hangs it up. History. Something to do with the past, because I'm rubbing that fucking table again. It's like, I can't let this go. I can't let this go. This means too much to me. I can't leave this situation, this person, this whatever. I can't move forward because this is special to me. I think it has to do with the death of somebody. Somebody can't let go of a death, because that's what Devil's Paint's about. She can't let go of a death. She's having a hard time. Someone's having a hard time. You don't have to let go of somebody who has passed away. They're always in your heart. They're always around. You just need to, when you let go, it doesn't mean you forget. It doesn't mean that you're giving up on that person or letting go of that memory or anything. It just means that you're moving forward with your life, because that's what they want you to do, because that's what you need to do, because that's what you're supposed to do. Death happens around everyone. It's hard, it sucks. But it's a natural ebb and flow of life. So if you're dealing with that, I'm not disparaging your pain. I'm not saying that it's not real. I'm not saying that you can't feel. That's not what that is. When you let go, you can still feel. It's just you're not allowing it to hold you back anymore. Because the people who have passed before us don't want us to sit here and suffer and stew. They want us to learn our lessons. They want us to grow. They want us to enjoy life. And they sit beside us and enjoy it with us. It's like, what did we do? What was fun? What did you do with that person that was fun? Do it, because they're there with you. Sing that song in the fucking car. Go on that trip. Talk to that friend. Fall in love. Go on an adventure. They're right there with you. They're leading the way, whether you see them or feel them or not. Just so you know. That's very important for somebody to know. But anyway, she hangs the painting up and starts changing when it's on the wall. And it's like, I didn't paint that. I don't remember putting that in there. Because it's spirit putting something in there. I don't remember putting that in there. That's not what I saw. That's not what I painted. and it keeps changing. And then there was a tree, and she didn't even have the fucking tree in the painting, because it was like the lupins. There's a field of flowers, basically, and all of a sudden there's a tree, and it looks like a forest. And she's like, why is there a forest in here now? Where'd these trees come from? There was one tree, now there's more. Where'd all the trees come from? I can't even see the beauty anymore. The demons, you know, the moon illuminates what's in the dark. Well, the darkness, for someone, because it's devil's paint, for someone, the darkness was covering up a beautiful situation, potentially a relationship, but just someone was looking through the knothole of their pain and they couldn't see the beauty in the situation. They can't see past their pain, is what that is. Because the trees just show up, and then all of a sudden the little boy, her son, is peeking around the tree. And she's like, my boy's in there. My son. The one who passed away. The loved one that I miss. That I'm so heartbroken over. Whether it's a mother, father, child, whatever. Just anyone to you. You're in there. I can't let go of this now. Oh, the table. I can't let go of this now. You're in there. Where the fuck did you come from? You know? The sun was luring her into the portrait. And she's like, I can't get in there with you. Like, it's a painting. I can't come in there. It's not real. I can't come in there. It's not real. This isn't real. This is really sad because I didn't see it this way before. There's suicide here. Someone's contemplating that. It's not the way to go. Don't follow the devil. Don't follow the devil if that is you or someone close to you. And if you see the warning signs where someone's slipping downhill, really hold their hand. Help them through a bad situation, because, I don't know, the devil's luring someone into the fucking forest. I'm just saying. In a situation. So anyways, her son, what she thought was her son, is luring her in. And she touches the painting because she wants to touch him. Like, I'll follow you anywhere. You're my baby. I love you. I'll follow you anywhere. Holy shit. So, when she touches the painting, her hands go through the paint. And she can feel like it's dry and everything, but she can feel the wet paint. She can feel the canvas. And then she goes through and she can feel the wall. And she's like, I can feel it all. I can feel everything. And all of a sudden her hand gets sucked in. And she's like, oh, like what's going on? And it starts pulling her son, who's not her son, it's the devil, remember, is pulling her through the fucking painting. And she's like, oh gosh, I can't, like, no matter how hard she tries, she's trying to pull her arm out, like, I want to follow you, but this isn't real. This isn't real. I can't do this. So she's fighting it, which is good, because she shouldn't go into fucking painting. But she ends up getting sucked into the painting. And all of a sudden, she's in there, and she's staring at her son. And they're both in the painting. It's a short story, like I said. Once she gets sucked in, she's like, everything is dark. The flowers are gone. The light is gone. We're in the dark. We're in the woods in the dark. And it's scary, and she's panicked. Like, what the fuck is going on? Where's my son? Where's my son? My son's not in here. The one who lured her in was not her son, it's the fucking devil. And then he's gone, and she's in the dark all by herself. And then all of a sudden, I can't believe I remember this story being this way. I didn't even finish it. Then all of a sudden, the painting she gets sucked into turns into a family portrait of her husband, her dead husband, and her dead son. And they're just sitting there all happy, like the Stepford fucking family. That's what the painting turned to. And it caught on fire. It went and went up in flames. The end. Don't let the devil suck you in. Don't let the darkness consume you. That's the point of that story. And now that I said this, I should finish the story. But, you know, I don't even care about that, you know, turning into, like, writing and stuff. Anyone steals my shit, it's already on YouTube. I did it first, I'll fucking sue your ass. But That's what the story was. And I didn't even remember it. It's all coming back to me now. That fucking song by Celine Dion. Don't let your pain consume you. Don't let this turn your heart cold. I said that to my kid's father. Because I said, something bad's coming. Don't let this turn your heart cold. That's a message for multiple people, but I literally said that to him, and the lights fucking flashed in the damn kitchen. So Spirit's like, yes, don't let this turn your ass cold. Because there's a problem that someone ain't seeing in my life too, but that's what that means. I wrote that so long ago. Wow. Alright, we gotta end on a happier note because holy fuck. I know that this is like not a quick reading or anything, but I think a lot of my messages come through my writing. Maybe that's how I should read. Unraveling, truth exposed, falling apart. Somebody's upset about a truth being exposed about themselves, somebody else, a family member, a friend, or whatever. Don't worry, things will balance out. Someone thinks you are very, very special and they're missing you. They didn't really know what was going on, which is why they were being so stubborn. But there is somebody who's trying to control a situation. There is somebody who is also void of emotion. Don't fall for the devil's antics, just saying. Be smart. Don't fall for the devil's antics. Do not get in Ted Bundy's car. Listen to your intuition. No matter how well you think you know someone, sometimes you never know. Because you know why I'm thinking of Ted Bundy too? Is because he was a family man. He had a woman at home, he had a kid, or it was her kid, and he was like a stepdad to it, whatever. You know, he had the family life. He worked. Everyone loved him. Even the cops let his ass go so he could kill more people because they didn't fucking believe it. You know? Be smarter than your fucking head. Because sometimes what's going on up here is not what matters. It's not the way things are. It's what's in here. It's the energy. Follow the vibration. You know? Think smart. Be smart. Smarter than the enemy, I'm just saying. Sometimes it's the people you least expect. Someone you trust will turn on you. Speak up. I think you are. In the spotlight, don't worry. Communication's coming in. Someone wants to celebrate with you and they want to express their feelings. They really do. I just wanted to go, bravo. Bravo. You did it. Bravo. That sounds sarcastic, but someone is like, holy crap. You know? Holy crap. You're here. Boss babe, independent and strong. You're a strong ass bitch. Male, female, doesn't matter. You got this. Someone wants to come in and warm up a cold situation. I started this reading, freezing my ass off, and guess what? I'm warm now. Warmth is coming into the situation. Because you're figuring things out. Somebody is figuring out that what they thought was false is actually true. It's almost like everything you believed in before has been flipped upside down. Or for your person. And they're going, what the shit's going on? You know? So it was a little confusing for a little while. But it is what it is. Sometimes it happens. But that's what I have for you. Don't worry. Things will work out in the end. Just listen to yourself. No matter who you're dealing with, what you're dealing with, it's gonna be okay. It will be okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Dad's here. Everything's gonna be alright. And Dad is all of our dads. God is here. Your higher power is with you. Holding you, supporting you, protecting you. No matter what you go through. But there is someone here. There's multiple someones. You know who you are. Where your Father is with you. Whether you see him, feel him, or not. He's there. And he doesn't want you to go nowhere. Okay? Peace. I love you all so much. My chest hurts really bad all of a sudden. Don't get stressed out. Just breathe. it'll be okay.